Hi, this is Kim
And Emily.
with Mom's Creative Moments. Welcome back to our channel.
Her channel. I'm visiting.
All right, so for those of you who are new and just joined my channel in the last 6 months or so, then you may not have seen or introduced or known Emily. Emily's my daughter. She is, so last year I had a couple of surgeries that made it really difficult for me to use my hands. I had carpal and cubital tunnel surgery done on both my arms last year at different times. And so as a result, I asked if she would assist me with some videos so that I could still provide videos for you, and even when I couldn't use my hands. And she very sweetly was inclined to help me with a special project that I gave her that was just hers. So my husband took me to Yellowstone, which is about 5.5 hours, 6 hours from our house. And we went to Yellowstone for a week for Mother's Day, not this year, but last year. And she helped me to scrapbook those photos in its own album. But we only made it about halfway through. And then she got busy.
Yes.
And I got busy. So we're getting back to it. I promised several of you. I've been promising, and I know you thought I just was giving you empty promises. But here she is. Yay. So we're gonna work some more on this book for a little bit and give you a little break from Ireland for peace. Just to give you kind of a refresher on where we left off, though, we're gonna do a very quick flip through of what we've done so far. So
This is
take it away,
the title page. I like it because it looks like there's snow in the mountains, and I was very proud of that idea.
I think it turned out fantastic.
Yeah.
I've had lots of people really like that.
Then there's the second page with like pockets for newspapers and maps and such.
And so none of these are in an album yet. They're just sort of sitting here loose.
They're all loose.
Because we're still
You gotta
working on
shimmy,
this.
Mama. They're loose. This is my mother's specific notes that she takes each day.
I'm gonna go on a trip.
She has a little notebook, a book of the notes. And look at how cute they are. Look. People wonder why I'm so cute. It's because my parents are adorable. Look at them.
You're sweet.
Then,
So we had.
I really liked this. There's a bison, and he's crossing because he's on 2 pages. I like to think I'm funny.
Did you think of any dad jokes to share with us today?
I do not.
I don't know, maybe one will pop into your head.
Sometimes, they just happen.
They do. We should get you a bumper sticker that says "Dad jokes just happen."
Me too. And I like this one. This is genius because they were geniuses and didn't realize that there was a warm observing place behind them when they stood out in the cold forever.
It was snowing while we were watching Old Faithful erupt. And yeah, we turned around and realized there was a whole crowd of people inside the visitor center all watching out a glass window, a huge glass window. All nice and warm. And we were outside with a few hundred of our friends, freezing.
I really like these pages because the blue of the jeans matches better with this page than a bunch of other ones.
You know what I like about this page? I really like that it makes you feel like you're sort of on the moon because of this right here. And then all of the steam and stuff rising off in the pictures.
You went
I don't
to the
know,
moon?
So there is a place in Yellowstone called Norris Basin. If you've never been there before, you have to go.
Not this one.
Not this one, but it literally makes you feel like you're on another planet.
Oh, no.
It's amazing.
We're going to steal the moon. That's a movie quote from Minions. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's adorable.
Next, we are going to steal
Pause for effect.
the moon!
And then we come to a set of difficult pages because we don't know what to do with
These
them
are not
yet.
done yet because we haven't really decided what we want to do. So we're
They're
still
going
waiting.
to be a surprise. Oh, thank you, Mother. I am, as
Tip.
you call, a hot
This
mess.
is a tip. Put this over this and then flip it.
Ooh, like a pancake.
Ta-da! And all those loose photos stay.
Huzzah.
Where do you want them?
Then these are more
Buffalo,
bison.
bison.
They're interchangeable, actually.
Mm. It's not the last page of bison that we're going to see in this album.
I like these pages because I feel like the blue, the brown, and the white really go well together.
Mm-hmm.
And the green. The colors
The
of nature.
contrast is nice. That's what that is. It's contrast.
And then we come to the betrayal pages.
Oh.
She did these without me, everyone.
Well, so I have to tell you, I took a class. So Tammy McEwen did a class a while ago when this paper pack came out, and I took her class and I put all the pages that you're going to see coming up together. This is the Roosevelt Arch, and this is up right on just on the other side of the Montana border.
You went to Montana?
Yeah. Well, our hotel was actually technically in Montana. Part of Yellowstone is in Montana.
Well, that makes sense.
This is the visitor center there in Mammoth, which is just inside and up the hill from the Roosevelt Arch.
And look
There's
at
an army.
Look at how good it looks, y'all.
Like people in the active duty Army Corps of Engineers are assigned to live here and work in the park. It's pretty amazing.
Flip. These ones she did.
And then
And
this
they're
is Mammoth
beautiful.
Hot Springs.
Look at all of the calcium deposits, y'all. Isn't that fascinating from all of the water?
You know how long that has had to be flowing in order for it to build up like that?
So long.
Pretty amazing. Cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a picture from the Old Faithful Visitor Center that's talking about Mammoth Hot Springs. So that's why I stuck it in here. And this is from the Visitor Center also.
And then we're all caught up.
And then we're all caught up. Ta-da!
All right. So now we grab our handy dandy little folder full of good stuffs for this particular album. My mother knows me and she's like, I'm going to put it all together so she doesn't have to search. Don't have to
When you're
look.
working on a project, it's really nice when you can put all of the supportive elements to completing that project in one Power Project folder, and then you have easy access to everything that you need. And I have even more paper because the Deeper in the Woods collection has come out. So we're going to use all of this plus Deeper in the Woods.
But Mother, I thought you only wanted me to use the easy paper pack.
I want you to use this, but if we need a supplemental, we've got the other. All right?
Okay.
So, good. I still have it out because I used it just the other day.
Mother, since this is an easy paper pack, shouldn't these have printed stuff on them?
We are all done with the Fast to Fad pages, so now we get to build from scratch. Isn't that so fun?
Okay.
Okay, we're back. We we had a friend come visit, and now she has gone on her merry way, and we can get back to our project. Okay, so Emily,
Mother.
a quick way of doing a page, you'll remember, is to do kind of a border. But this is kind of our first foray into a blank page. And what do we do with a blank page, right? Because prior to this, you were working on fast to fab pages.
Mm-hmm.
And adding a little here or there to the fast to fab pages. But now we have blank pages. So, there's a couple of options when you're staring at a blank page and trying to figure out what you want to do on a blank page. You can create a border and add your photos above or below the border, or you can put the border right across the middle. Add your pictures above and below the border. You can add 2 borders on a page, one across the top and one across the bottom, maybe. You don't have to do a border. You can do other things on the page. If you're stumped for an idea, there's plenty of idea books out there that Creative Memories has that you can use. And in our case, because you'll recall when we started this project, we cut all of our papers in a particular fashion so that we could follow the fast formulas for the 12 by 12. And the fast formulas are designed so that you can take any of these any of these pieces of paper that are from the same collection, put them together. They'll all go together because they're all in the same collection, and design your page using these very simple pieces of paper. And you can put as many of them as you want to on a page. You can make the page striped if you want to. You can make it look like a tree. I don't know.
You said that funny.
I know, sorry. I was trying not to yawn. I wasn't really going to yawn. I think
We can make it look like a tree.
Make it look like a tree. We sing in a choir, my girls and I, and we have practice and a performance this week, and actually we have 3 performances this week, and so yeah, I guess my voice just carries these days.
Are these for both of these?
Yes.
Okay. Then we're going to do these and then these.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sometimes when I look at my pictures, I think to myself, okay, is there a common theme here? All of these pictures were taken from the car as we were driving into the park.
Yes.
Hence this one, which is of the gate and the traffic at the gate to get into the park. And then this one is of the other traffic on the road as we were driving into the park. And those just are a little bit more up close and personal from the road.
You can see the mass.
His eyeball.
And his eye. Should
So,
we just leave it like that?
You could leave it
Perfect.
like that.
Let's
What
put
do you
them
want-
down.
What do you want to put behind it?
You mean we have to put things behind it?
Well, it helps if you think about it before you do. So, do you not want to put anything behind them?
I don't know. What would you like me to do? You would not like it to just be this tan, taupey color?
That's boring.
Okay.
Where's your PowerPoint?
I am hiding it from
Where's
you.
your Power Project folder? Because there were mats in there. We might consider matting these photos with some different mats. And then you could add some other cute embellishments amongst the photos.
Well, I was wanting to do something else. I wanted to.
Oh, all right.
I have a plan.
You have a plan.
Sort of. Do something.
So you might
As we
notice
go-
this paper
I
has,
don't know. It's very. There we go.
your outhouses are going sideways.
Well, that would be misfortunate.
That would be misfortunate.
That's not actually a word, but,
you
we
could
can
use
make
that
it a
same
word.
paper on the other side going horizontally. So So you would have one going one way and one going another way.
I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. I'm
Fine.
probably
Be
being
that way.
I'm sorry. When you had children, you should have realized that they would have
A mind of their own.
You should have thought ahead.
I birthed your sister and learned that the hard way.
Very quickly.
Yep.
Hydesters has a mind of her very own.
Mind of her own.
Those darn children. That one doesn't go as well. That one doesn't. Yeah, let's do it. Wanted it to be kind of like a transitional thing.
Okay. Ooh. Are you going to make the other side look the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to put anything down the seams, like a border or punch or anything?
I don't know. This is the beginning of the process.
It is. I'm just making suggestions to let you know the possibilities.
Well, this one is too long by like a little bit.
Well, all of them should be the same, but if you need to
I
trim
know,
them,
but
you can.
my cutting at the beginning was a little janky.
Oh.
So they're not all the same.
Okay.
May I use the trimmer, please?
Sure. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And since it was a little janky, now we get to deal with the repercussions.
Do you know how much you need to cut off?
I'm just gonna eyeball it.
That's not a good idea. Your dad is cringing right now.
He'll be fine. Love you, Dad.
Truly, every time I say, I'm just going to eyeball this, I can feel certain muscles clench.
Oh, I need some skizzers. May I use the purple ones?
Mm-hmm.
These are the fancy Alzheimer's ones. That's
Yes,
not what they are.
They
Then-
came out last year
If anyone doesn't know,
in support of the longest day.
there's a Longest Day fundraiser that supports Alzheimer's research. And it's important. So if you can donate, please do.
Okay, I would bet that your edge is a little bit janky, only because your scrap is a little wider here than it is down there.
Well, yes. Yes, it is. So I'm glad you know that too.
So was one of them gonna fit better than the other one?
Don't know.
Use your grid lines to help you make sure it's straight. If you can use the shoulder as well, but if the shoulder's not working for you, then check the grid lines to make sure that what you're cutting is straight. That looks better.
It's still not perfect.
That's all right.
I have an idea. I don't know if it will work. That is a scrap.
Why don't you go ahead and get these others adhered first, and then you'll know better where that's supposed to be, because it could be that something was just off.
Well, no, so those ones are good. And then that one, and then this one. I don't know if I want to cut it again, so I'll just overlap it.
That's fine.
Because, as we know, I'm not a very precise scrapbooker.
It's okay, you don't have to be.
Or we can put this one down first, and no one will ever know. Am I using too much adhesive again?
No, you're good.
Okay.
There's no wrong way to do it.
I don't know. I did one time, and you're like,
If you were using more than you needed to, I would have said, hey, you don't need to do that, because then it's wasteful.
I'm not very good at recognizing that. Oh, that one's super cute.
That is super cute.
Which one do you like more? Do you like the other way more?
I think that will actually look really nice with these pictures because you've got green and brown
And the animal hoof
and
prints.
animal hoof prints.
It's good.
Good choice.
I thank you. But I do like the dark green. But it should be fine.
I'm making up the dark green on something else.
You know what this sounds like? Ribbit.
Clickety clack.
Sounds like a ribbity frog. I'm gonna put these down first, actually. I hope everybody's doing well. I haven't been on for a while, so I don't.
Tell everybody what you've been up to.
What have I been up to? I chose to go back to school, which seems like a terrifying decision because it is. At this moment in my life, I'm in my later half of my 20s, and so choosing to go back to school is kind of scary because it feels like I have no time. Would you would prefer it to be this way?
Yeah.
Okay. So I chose to try to go back to school to learn how to be a speech pathologist, which if you don't know what that is, it is someone who helps to teach people how to speak or how to learn to speak. Overcoming stutters, or like after someone has a stroke, they sometimes aren't able to speak as well. And so they would go see a speech pathologist, and the speech pathologist would help them do some speech therapy, and they would be able to learn how to overcome the new challenges that they would experience because of the stroke. It also helps. My aim is to try and help kids specifically who suffer from speech impediments, because I feel like they need people to teach them that they can do anything, you know? Especially as they're growing up, and yeah. Okay, so let's see. What does it look like when we add our photos? I don't know where you would want to put titles.
Well, you can put a title across the middle, or up in a corner.
Is that where you would prefer to put
depends
them?
on where the pictures are. Do you have 4 pictures? 3 pictures?
No, I just have the 3.
Okay.
Would you...
So this would be my input. You can do what you want, but this is at the very beginning of the drive.
Oh, okay.
This is the gate we entered into. And this is us approaching the crowd coming at us. And this is us getting even closer to them. And then the next page is us being really kind of in their face.
So this one, this one, this one.
Yeah, so you could do maybe one at an angle.
Are you approving of my wonky picture scheme?
Sure, why not? But when you have busyness going on in the background like we've got,
I want to separate it with some calm to match the photos.
It needs a mat to kind of give it some definition.
A moment of peace.
Right, give your eyes like a break. So
that's the same size.
So the smaller mats are going to be the exact same size as your 4x6 photos, but you can trim a picture down to go in on top of them. Or you can use, oftentimes they'll have there'll be a journal mat or something that you can cut in half. These are the 4 for your other side of the page.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's get some blue in here because feel like it would go well with greens that we got going on.
I need you to scooch this way so you're more
Ooh, so
on
my
the
face
camera.
is more visible.
so people can see you.
My beautiful face. Okay. So we could go like this. Then like this.
And what you'll find if you're using a full 4x6 photo, and these are 4.5 by 6.5 mats, is that 6.5 and 6.5 means next to each other this way
It won't fit.
it won't fit. But you could stack them and it would be fine, or you can trim one of them down and make it just a little bit smaller. And if you do that, then you can't see any of the papers that you put behind. So that works.
I'm a genius. Not really.
Yes, you are. All right. That works.
That way you can see
Do
the
you need
bison.
similar mats for the other side?
Yes, please. Oh, so yes, I've been going to. Well, first I was working full time, and then I decided to quit and to go back to school. And yeah, so
Which is a huge leap of faith, but
it is.
it's nice to know. And I have to, can I brag about you a little bit here really quick?
I suppose
So she's taken how many classes this summer?
3.
3 classes this summer. 2 of them were short-term classes, right?
They're 7-week block classes.
But the other one is not.
No. I did chemistry, I did nutrition, the science and application of human nutrition, and then my longer class for the summer is the intro to communication disorders.
There you go. So she's been really stressed for the last 7 weeks over chemistry, as most people would be.
Because I got a C in high school, and I wanted to do better this time, and I did.
I told her all she had to do was get a better grade than I did. And fortunately, I didn't have to take it in college, which I think changes the whole ball game. But she did. She even did better than she thought she was going to, and she got a B.
I did, and not even a B minus, just a B.
A little little B. So, super proud of her. Even though she's stressed and
I did stress and stress. Finally, the final
made
came.
a few of us a little miserable.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
The final came, and I was like, well, why am I stressing so much over a class that's not really going to even matter? And so I just did the best I could, and I got a B.
So what did we learn besides a bunch of chemistry? Mumbo jumbo.
I learned that in your stomach are the reason why. So your stomach produces hydrochloric acid, right, to digest all the food that you eat and disperse it as nutrients throughout your body. But the acid it's like highly acidic and if it's outside of your stomach, it like burns through everything. But the reason why you don't have a hole in your body because of this hydrochloric acid is because your stomach is lined with these cells. And these cells create something, they're called goblet cells, and they create something, it's a mucus, and the mucus protects your stomach so that the acid doesn't burn through your stomach, and I just think it's great.
The things we learned in school.
That was my nutrition class, though.
That's awesome.
So,
All right.
have fun editing that, Dad, if you don't want it to be in there.
All right. There's your things for the next page.
Do you want it to be this one, and then this one, and then this one, and this one? Or do you want it to be a
You can
mirror?
do what you want to do.
I would like it to be a mirror.
I would suggest that you flip this one.
Yes,
so
because
that the
it's the
leaves are
heavier
all at
end
the
is that
bottom.
way.
Yep. That sounds
But
good.
this one is not the same as this one.
Oh, it's not. You're right. All right, let me see if I can find it. Go ahead and start working on the other. We need... well, okay.
I'm fine with it. She's not going to be fine with it, though.
It just means that if you use this paper again, it has to be... it either has to be the green side or it needs to be horizontal so your outhouses are all standing up, because nobody wants an outhouse to be knocked over.
It'd be unfortunate.
That would be horribly unfortunate.
Now I have poor unfortunate souls stuck in my head from Ariel.
Oh dear.
I know. I could totally sing Ursula's theme song. It's so much fun to sing because she's so evil.
What does that say about?
Me? No, it's fun to sing because she's so evil and I'm just so not. Well, I try not to be.
You try so hard not to be.
Try so hard to not be evil. See, now it's short, but should we just forget that it's
Just go
short?
ahead. Put it on there. I don't know why it would be short.
Because my cutting is very not good, Mother.
Somehow, somebody goofed.
I don't really know how I'm so bad at cutting. I did my best.
Oh, it's alright. It was a learning experience, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Should we do a white one? Or a lighter one? Da, 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 da. What a sigh, Mother.
I know, right? So, we went from being gainfully employed to being busier than busy and not earning any money at all.
Nope. Not gainfully
Yet.
employed.
Someday.
But that day is not today.
That day is not today.
No. Definitely not. But that's okay.
Yep.
All shall be well. That's my theme song. Or saying mantra. That's what it is. Right?
You want to do that just like you did this one on this side. So you'll want to attach that one first.
I feel like it's easier to use less adhesive when you use a smaller applicator.
And you're probably right about that. But you're not wasting it by any means.
You're not hurting for adhesive. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I just mean you're putting an appropriate amount.
Oh, good. Don't worry, everyone. She's not hurting for adhesive. Please, may I have some more? Ta-da!
Ta-da! Okay, now you need some embellishments. And we could do a title across the middle. So you put your embellishments in the corners maybe, or
You got another bison!
yay.
We should do some of these too.
Oh, use the road trip playlist and leave me some space to journal, because we listened to The Coolest Thing while we were here, and we've listened to this it's an app that my husband got on his phone, but it's a narrator who gives you all kinds of facts and tells you stories and history of the area that you're visiting, and it's all tripped by
Where do
a
you want
geographic
it? Do you want it
locator.
want it here? If I put it here, you can draw it right there. But then you miss all the cool leaves. Just put it up here.
Okay. That's fine. And then I can use that little green field right here to journal in. Yeah. Anyway, so as you're like driving along, all of a sudden he'll start talking to you because he's already, queued up and you've said to play the app. And so you'll be driving along and all of a sudden he'll say, and on your left or coming up here on the right is, or he'll tell you a funny story about something that happened in the area or something historic that went on. It's really fun. And we listened to the same narrator person when we went to Hawaii and drove all over the island listening to all of his fun stories. And we listened to him all throughout Yellowstone, telling us all kinds of fun things. So I'll write about that. Are you making a cluster?
I was thinking about it. Apparently there's a chica and her favorite saying is something about foam squares.
Oh, Melissa Ullman. Foam squares for the win.
Yeah. The fun things you get to overhear when you eavesdrop on your mama. May I have a foam square, please?
Oh yeah, they're right here. You can.
Ah,
Fun.
look. If it were a snake, it would have bit me. Ah, I knew I missed one. That's the one I wanted. And I was like, why is it this one? That's the one I wanted.
Very good. I would put it right in the middle.
The middle.
Right in the middle of the circle.
Oh, well, it's too late. I put it down.
Too late.
I can't, if I can peel it off.
Ooh. I can't snap very well yet.
Oh, well, should we practice?
This joint right here, this one, still really bothers me.
Put it down and then it's harder to see the O. I really am not good at this.
Okay. Well, let's get.
Hold on, I found a squirrel. A squirrel will make it all better.
A squirrel will make it.
Oh, sorry. He's a chipmunk.
Squirrels make it all better. So you need to remember the rule of 3.
I know the rule of 3. I didn't put one because I was trying to figure out how to put the triangle on so you could see all the letters.
Okay, I get it.
But yes, I do know the rule of 3. I promise.
Are you getting the poor little chipmunk?
Well, I liked what you did with the outhouse.
Oh, we'll put some adhesive on the back of him, and you need to adhere this too.
Yes. You gotta adhere the puffy parts.
Yeah, it's embossed and. Okay, do you mean to put that on sideways? Do you know what I mean?
The
Because
Explorer.
it's Now
Oh,
this
let's
one
explore.
is upside down.
Good. Oh, it's a tent. Pop goes the weasel.
There you go. And I would make it try to make it touch both of these.
Oh, hold on. It's easier to move this little one.
There you go. Perfect.
Ta-da!
Close enough.
And then let's
Okay.
clean up this side because we don't need all of these little ones.
So are you going to do some embellishments on that side of the layout?
I don't know yet.
Or just leave it with the way it is?
You're gonna journal right here.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh, sorry, you said you were gonna put a title across here, and I
yeah,
put a
so
bison.
That's okay. I may add a journal box somewhere. It's
Okay.
fine. No worries.
Okay, yes, we put 1, 2, 3. We have
You need at least one more. And possibly a couple of things with these, but since there's sort of so do you know the reason that we make things touch like this?
because it is more pleasing to the eye.
It is. Because when we have a cluster, it keeps things sort of contained in our mind's eye. And versus when we put stickers in every voided space or every open space,
Tis too much.
then our eyes don't enjoy seeing that as much.
Oh no, I agree.
So
I don't know if I like those three together, so let us look. I like that one. National Parks. Oh, sorry, I'm out of habit of doing things over here. No.
I think that works great, but I would move it over
Okay.
and make it more of
Okay, we need to put these away.
like here.
Okie dokie. Let's use a foam square because why not?
Let's move these just so that we can see.
Let's give the bison some foaminess. So he can be
Foaminess.
standing up.
Okay.
They do like to be out.
True.
Ta-da!
All right.
Oh. Which ones? They are hooved animals, so let us put one.
Okay.
No, yes. Okay. Ta-da!
Very nice. Not bad for not doing it for a while. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if you are still watching this video, let me just take a second and invite you to join me for my August Sketch Challenge. That will be starting at the very beginning of August, and we're going to do it every other day throughout the month of August. So there will be 15 sketches for the month. So you'll get 15 pages done if you keep up with us. And I hope you do. Be sure and register. There will be a link in the description of this video. And we're going to do some more, but we're going to save those for another video. So we'll see you next time. And until next time, we hope you have many more
Creative moments.
Take care.
Peace. Don't put that in, Dad.
All right, where's my arrow?